Now, Israel's offensive in the southern part of the Gaza Strip is expanding. The humanitarian situation is worsening, and despite the UNSC resolution that has led to aid deliveries being hampered in the besieged strip, which has been reeling under acute shortage of essentials, 8 trucks managed to enter through the Kerem Shalom crossing, which Israel has opened due to the rising global pressure. But the United Nations has said that Israel's offensive is actually creating massive obstacles for the distribution of aid inside the Gaza Strip. According to the United Nations, an effective operation would require security staff who can work safely along with the resumption of commercial activity. The Kerem Shalom crossing has also come under Israeli bombardment. Over 136 UN staff members have been killed in the strikes by Israel, but Israel has said that it will continue to inspect all humanitarian assistance for Gaza for security reasons.
The real problem is that the way Israel is conducting this offensive is creating massive obstacles to the distribution of humanitarian aid inside Gaza.
The UN agencies have said that aid for only about 10% of Gaza's food needs has been entering into the region over the previous weeks. About 1.9 million people have been forced to flee from their homes. The IDF has now called for people to move further south from the central Gaza town. The healthcare system has crumbled with no functional hospitals left in the north, and the threat of famine and the spread of disease is looming large over the region. The statistics show that 4 out of 5 hungriest people in the world at this moment are in the Gaza Strip. All this while, ground operations have continued by the Israelis, where they're bombing the Palestinians relentlessly. Heavy shelling across several cities has been reported in Gaza. At least about 18 people have been killed in a strike on a house in the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza. Other targets have also been hit in the north and the south. Now, the IDF says that it claims it has destroyed a strategic tunnel. Hamas says that over 20,000 people have been massacred in this campaign of relentless bombings, while at least about 53,000 Palestinians have been very grievously wounded or maimed in this Israeli offensive. Israel says it is succeeding in its operation, but the question is, at what cost? And how many more Palestinians will be killed in this war is something that a lot of human rights activists are now asking.
בצפון רצועת עזה, הפעולה הולכת ומשלימה את המטרות שהצבנו, בראשן פירוק גדודי החמאס ושלילת יכולות התת-קרקע מחמאס. אנחנו פועלים גם במרחב ח'אן יונס ודרום הרצועה, ובמקומות נוספים נפעל בהמשך. דבר אחד ברור, יחיא סינואר שומע כעת את הטרקטורים של צה"ל מעליו, את פצצות חיל האוויר ואת הפעולה של צה"ל. הוא יפגוש גם את קנה הרובים שלנו בקרוב.
The media reports in the West have now revealed that Israel has been using 2,000-pound bombs in TGAA. This is according to around the 500 impact craters that have been found, which are about 12 meters in diameter. The reports say that hundreds of such massive bombs were dropped in the first month of the war. Now, these are said to be 4 times heavier than the largest bombs that the Americans used in the war against the ISIS in Iraq. And this is the first time that they are being used since the war after Vietnam. Now, these 2,000-pound bombs are capable of killing or wounding people more than 300 meters away. The experts say that the use of such bombs means that it will take decades for communities to in fact recover from their impact. As the fighting continues, the hostage-prisoner swap still hangs in the balance. Hamas at this moment reportedly holds about 129 hostages in the Gaza Strip, and Israel earlier had called on the international community to implement the UN demand for an unconditional release of hostages. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.